Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Success Life Live. My name is Eric Reed. It is 8 a.m. Eastern, so it is time for Success Life Live. And I am so glad you take time out of your morning to jump in, join us, and make this part of your daily routine for building your success and, just getting your mindset right so that as the day goes forward, you're able to focus in and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So thank you for jumping in. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, Mr. Steve. Hope you are well. See a couple other people stepping in the room. Good morning, Al. Take a minute, everybody. Say hello. Say good morning. And what the heck, since today is Author Talk, this evening at 7 o'clock, who's your favorite superhero? So we're doing Sebastian Richards' Lead Like a Superhero, What Pop Culture Icons Can Teach Us about Impactful Leadership. I loved this book. I'm a Marvel comic freak, so if I can combine leadership and an Avenger or an Aquaman or Superman, it's got to be good. So who's your favorite superhero? And join us tonight at 7 o'clock for Author Talk. Excuse me. We'll be going over the different leadership styles, the different character traits of superheroes, and what they look like, and then what they sort of look like in the modern world. So like if your office is run by Aquaman or Superman or, I don't know, Iron Man, Batman, what it would look like. So it'd be kind of fun. It is fun. So join us for that. That'll be here. I know, housekeeping morning, isn't it? And then 15 Laws of Leadership over on Greg's page, The Lion's Den. And so if you don't know how to find that, just go over to ericgreed.com/successlife, and I have a link down in other people's lives that you can follow over, or Greg will drop it down below. But he's going to start the 15 laws of invaluable laws of growth, and I get to be the law of intentionality. So I hope I'm the law of intentionality. But I get to discuss the law of intentionality today with him at 11 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock, Tamra celebrating I forgot what I want to say superheroes, but maybe that's just stuck in my head. But it'll be a fun thing at 4 o'clock, and that link's over there as well. So good morning, everybody. Glad you're here. Want to talk about this. If you're clear, then the world will respond with that clarity. And it's kind of around the New Year's thing, and I got like hate mail. I know. Give me a shock face on that. Thumbs down. But it wasn't really hate mail, but it's more dramatic to say it was hate mail. Somebody says, what do you mean I shouldn't do the 7-day, the 14-day, the 30-day, the 90-day, whatever? I was all built on that, and now you're telling me not to do it, Coach Eric. It's kind of not what I said, but that's probably how it got heard. Those are what I call pattern interrupters, habit breakers. So when you're beginning on a new journey of growth, when you're going in a new direction, sometimes you need those habit interrupters. Like you've been doing something so long the same way that you're not even consciously aware of it. That if you take one of those 7-day, 30-day, 45-day, 90-day, whatever, that causes you to become more aware. That raises your awareness. That makes you more intentional about your growth. And then as you come out of that 7-day, 14-day, 30-day, 90-day, whatever challenge, you now have a new perspective of how you want a lifestyle after that. So I did not say don't do them. What I said was that we're building something bigger than a 90-day, 30-day, 14-day, 7-day, 24-hour, whatever challenge. And that people that get stuck in believing that going from challenge to challenge to challenge is building a legacy change, that's where we get stuck. So I hope that clarifies things. I call them pattern interrupters. I do them all the time as a coach with my client. I'm like, okay, you're stuck in a pattern. You're stuck in a belief. You're stuck in a system. And the only way I'm going to get you to see it differently is to create some kind of pattern interrupter, habit breaker, shift perspective. And so we're going to do this 7-day thing. We're going to do this 30-day thing. We're going to do this 5-day thing. They're fine. They're fine. But you're building something bigger, larger, deeper. And so you got to be committed for the legacy piece of it. So on to the lesson. I hope that makes everybody breathe a little easier. I do 7-day challenges. I do 30-day challenges. That's how this Facebook thing started. Somebody said you should speak every day, and then at the same time I fell into a group that was doing a 30-day Facebook Live thing. That was 2.5 years ago. I wish they would tell me when it's over. Anyhow, so if you're clear on what you want, the universe will respond with clarity. When I hear goals, I'll sometimes hear a goal like, I want to earn $20,000, or I want to lose 15 pounds, or I want to gain 10 more clients, or I want to be number one in my office, number one in my team, double jubilee, whatever. And they have such boom, I want this. And what I'm going to ask you is to look at that goal. Let's take the financial. I want to earn $20,000 or $60,000 this year. What does that really mean to you? Do you want to just earn $60,000 to see if you can earn $60,000? Is that really what you... Because, okay, then we'll earn $60,000. But at the end of the year, if you earn 60 and spend 80, are you in a better position than you are now? What if you earned 60 and invested 20 and had a return of 200? Oh, that would be great. Why would that be great? Well, because then I could begin to build a lifestyle of financial freedoms, financial security. I could be able to provide for my family, my mother, my kids, my whatever, long term. Oh, okay, so what you really don't want to, what you really are saying is it's not $60,000. You just see that as the vehicle to create the shift, the change, the life that you want. Yeah. Well, what if the universe provided a different vehicle? I'd be okay with that. Okay. So because you haven't received a response, because something hasn't been manifested, because it hasn't been created into your world, maybe it's because you're not really clear what you want. And the universe is saying, and here's your 60, but I don't know what you're going to do with it. And so it seems kind of foolish just to hand you $60,000. I got a 9-year-old kid. If he walked in and said, I wanted $10 and I pulled it out of my wallet and I just handed it to him, how responsible parenting would I be? But if he turned to me and said, I need $10 because my friends and I are going to go do this, this, and this with it, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a bad choice. I'm not going to help fuel that. But if he said, I wanted $10 because I'm going to give, 2 of it to church and then I'm going to put 2 of it in savings, and then the $6, there's a book fair at school and there's 2 books that I really want to read on science, blah, blah. I'd be like, okay, that sounds like you want to grow your knowledge. You want to grow your awareness. You want to grow your understanding of science. I can get behind that. So if money or financial freedom or success based on money is one of your goals, I want you to sort of unwind it a little today. Just slow down and say, okay, why do I need 60, 70, 80, 100, 6 figures, whatever it is? Why am I consumed with that? And often what I'll say, good morning, Miss Allison, is I'll say, slow down and look at what your life would look like after you earn that 60,000. What would you do? What is the vehicle? What is the feeling? What is the gift you want to give to the universe? Because I know this. I work with people that are in mid-6 figures, and I work with people who are still getting through the mid-4 figures. That it's not the money. It's the vehicle. They understand that money is a vehicle to create a change in their life, and most people want money to give back to others, to be of service to someone, to do something in the world with it. And so if you turn to the universe, turn to your divine, turn in your prayer instead of saying, I want $60,000. Help me earn $60,000. My vision board has $60,000 on it. Blah, blah, blah. What if instead you said, provide me the resources to create a school in Africa. I see this school as housing 20 kids and 2 teachers and 30 desks because there's room for more. I see a bookshelf across the wall, and I see it filled with English and Spanish and for all books from around the world. I see students walking miles to attend my classroom or attend the school, and they're dancing and they're celebrating and they're changing their communities as they learn to read and write and develop their intellect. They become leaders in their communities, leaders in their nations. They become echoes. Bring me the resources that I need to create this little schoolhouse, because I know once it's built, it will be the foundation for a university. That's a whole different thing that the universe can respond to than I need $100,000. Because $100,000 could be mismanaged really quick, and you might end up with 4 books and 3 students. Be clear on what you want to do in the world. Be clear on what you want to create. Be clear on this legacy that you're on the journey of building today. You want to grow into something so much bigger than just $60,000, $100,000, $200,000. You want to begin to change generations. And so get clear on it. And as you saw when I did it, I get my eyes closed and I'm like, okay, I see it finished. And a belief that I have is, as it is, it is. Like if I can make it clear up here in the spiritual, visual, non-physical form, it has nothing to do but arrive. It has to arrive. It has to arrive. Now, I don't know the timeline because there's so much around me that will prevent it from happening. My doubts, my fears, my loss, my confusion. But what I will tell you is when I get beyond the idea that I need $100,000 to make the next step, then the only thing I'm focused on is that one step. And if I don't get that step, then it doesn't feel like the rest can happen. But if I have that belief that I'm going to get this money and that this money is going to do this and do this and do this, I'm not focused on the first step. I'm focused on the finished, and everything around me, everything in the universe, everything that can be is pushing back to make that happen. So, as I said, get clear on what you want. And the universe will respond. The universe has to respond. Now, this morning, I'm a little worn out, a little tired out, a little crushed. It's been a bad dad morning, just going to tell you. That's why extra coffee. I have a 9-year-old, as you all know. He is my joy, he is my happiness, he is my frustration. He has a way of asking a question, and he already knows what he wants in his head, but the question doesn't line up. And so he'll ask a question, I'll answer it, and he'll ask the same question again, and I'll answer it, and he'll ask it a third time, and I'll answer it, and he's like, and finally I'm just like, what was I supposed to say? And then he'll give me the answer. And it'll be so different. And I was like, I was getting frustrated responding to what you were asking for when what you really wanted was something different. I'll give you the example that I often give to explain to other people. Is he'll say, what time is it? No, it's 5 o'clock. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. What time is it? It's 5:01. No, Dad, what time is it? Okay, it's 5:01 and a half. I can't help you anymore. And when I slow down and I take a moment, I say, no, help me get clear on why you're asking. Well, because I want to know if there's enough time for me to go play before dinner. And you asked me what time it was. You can see it bubbling up here, folks. You can see it becoming you can see me about to go down on him. My response is like, oh, so you want to go play today before dinner? Yeah, I can make some things happen that can happen for you. It has nothing to do with the 5 o'clock. It has absolutely nothing to do with it being 5 o'clock. It has my ability to say, okay, you know what? We can push dinner back. We can turn this a little this way. We can do this. And guess what? I've opened a channel for you to go play before dinner. But you were so busy asking me what time it was, I couldn't see what you really wanted to create, what you really wanted to do, what you really wanted to have in your life. And so I lost it. I lost the clarity, and you lost the clarity. But when we took time to get clear and we got unified on what it was that we were trying to accomplish, piece of cake. So you need to become very clear on what it is you want to create in the world. You want to be very clear on why you want to create that in the world. We all do this in life. Yeah, amen, Allison. So anyhow, I've learned to, I'm learning. I'm very much learning. Trust me, I'm very much learning. To like, if I get the same question twice, to stop and say, okay, I need to figure out what the question behind the question behind the question behind the question, 7 layers deep sometimes is. So get clear, you guys. As you build these 2019 goals, as you start to move towards things, make sure you're understanding why you want this. If fitness and health is one of the goals, losing 20 pounds isn't what you want. You want to regain a sense of confidence. You want to gain a sense of mobility. You want to gain a sense of longevity. Whatever it is. Take the time to communicate. Yes, thank you, Tiffany. Make sure it's why you want it. The big why. And like I said the other day, I noticed a couple people had actually started doing the class that went out with the Tuesday newsletter, the Big Why class. I'm so encouraged. That tells me that there must be value in it. If you're not on the newsletter, make sure you get added, and on Friday you'll get the re-invite to the Big Why question class. It's free, by the way. So just go to ericgreed.com/subscribe and you'll be able to get in it. 20 pounds means that I want to be more pleasing to the eyes. Hey, if you lose 20 pounds and you're more attractive, you and your spouse get a little bit of a spark going, you get a few more date nights, you feel young, sexy, confident, and virile. You build a healthy, happy relationship that your kids can model and emulate and echo through generations. You see how we do that, Tom? You see how we did that? Now it's not about 20 pounds, it's about setting a legacy of healthy, excited, joy-filled relationships with passion. And sometimes taking care of ourselves teaches us how to take care of others. And losing weight is a great way of learning how to take care of yourself, to make time for yourself, to schedule in time to be intentional for self. Because when you're intentional for self, you can become intentional for others. So yeah, not a bad idea. So anyhow, remember what we got coming up this week. Tonight, Lord, today's just going to be crazy. So at 11 o'clock, I'm over on Greg's show. I think Greg will drop the note in. We're going over law number 1, the law of intentionality, 15 Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. Then at 4 o'clock, I'm with Tamara. It's just an open conversation about being a service hero. Today's the day of heroes. And talking about being of service to others. And then at 7 o'clock, we have Lead Like a Superhero with Sebastian Richards, author talk. And then Friday, we have Tom Watson, who is going to be our Fun Friend Friday guest, Fun Friend Friday. And the topic we're doing is leading and inspiring the everyday warrior. So I guess that's another this is a week of superheroes. We should just all get capes and show up that way. Well, I appreciate you guys. I hope that you found this of value. If you did, do me a favor, share it out, like it, comment, follow, let other people know so that we can grow the community, grow the impact, and grow the influence of like-minded people. And again, sign-up links, I think everybody got them, but if you need something directly, send it to me, and I'll make sure I respond to you. I will see you on Greg's channel at 11 o'clock, The Lions Den Group. So I think it's Facebook / The Lions Den Group. But I don't know. He dropped the link. We don't have to memorize it. Going over the law of intentionality. And then I'll see you guys back at 4 o'clock and back at 7 o'clock. So yes, it's a whole day of hair and makeup. I hope I do well. All right. Thank you guys so much. Go out and live Fun Friend Friday. Leading and inspiring. Thank you, Tiffany. I love Tiffany. She got all the note things going. She's like, she's amazing. We need you, Tiffany. Greg. Yeah, the Lion's Den. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to. I don't have anything. I don't have Italian clothes. I'm not a Versace. Anyhow, whatever. We'll see you guys later today. Go out and make your life a success. If I can help you in any way as a coach or as a speaker, reach out. Let me know. It's always my honor and privilege to do so for you. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.